Greetings, Ashes community. My name is Jasper, and this is
Kenneth.
okay. And we are your commentators for the day for the first, recorded match in the Ashes Phoenix Born League here in the Philippines. Hello, mga kababayan. Yes. So yeah, let's go ahead and play the video now. So yeah. So this is a Lulu versus a Noah match.
Yes. Very primitive Lulu deck.
Very primitive Lulu deck, and by that you mean the
Grub.
tried and tested
Grab Lulu.
Grub Lulu. So that would be the
Gilder.
Owl,
Butterfly.
Butterfly Monk, and you added something else there, right at the middle.
Direct damage.
Direct damage. Direct damage is the name of the game.
Very defensive Lulu deck.
Very defensive Lulu deck. So first play, Noah sleight of hand, a typical first play, I guess.
For Mark.
For Mark, for the Noah player. Hi Mark. We won't roast you in this commentary. Don't worry. Okay. So what's your first? Okay, yeah, it was an Open Memories. So yeah, if you're not aware, the person I'm with would be the person there on the left playing the Lulu deck. So he would give us some of his insights while playing the game. So while you're drawing the I think it was a Gilder, right? A second Gilder. What is your plan going into the game?
I'm expecting a lot of mini units. Pingable units.
Pingable units.
So Gilder is a must.
Gilder is a must. 3 copies of Gilder, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Right?
3 copies of Gilder, 2 copies of Butterfly Monk, 2 copies of Owl.
And your last spell board would be, I think,
Chant of
Revenge. That would be 3 copies. Okay.
Yes. And the rest, utility cards and direct damage.
Direct damage, yeah. Still, direct damage stays the same. So, you've meditated 3 cards. I think that was a Chant, a Choke, and an Ice Trap.
Yes.
Hello there, cat. Okay.
I meditated 1 copy of my choke. It was very sad.
No more copies at all.
So, I was thinking it could prevent the shadow target for my Gilders to come out.
But I mean, also on the other side, Mark meditated 2 Final Cries.
It's a consolation prize.
Consolation prize. Come on, Mark, shuffle your deck more.
See?
Okay. So the immediate shadow target.
I feel it's a misplay on my part. I should have baited my other spell boards.
Other
For
than
shot.
the Gilder, yeah.
Yes. I think it's a misplay on my part.
Well, I mean, you did pay for it. you don't have
Yes.
another Gilder anymore. So, what would be your next play here? It was a Chant of Revenge. Okay, so both players building up their Chant of Revenge. Now Mark would have 2.
Yes.
So that would be a permanent 2 damage every turn. So
It's like permanent final cry.
permanent Final Cry on the board. You're correct. Okay, so this would be your Owl.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel that the Owl should have come first.
I think so too.
Yes.
So that would be a 2/2 Shadow Spirit already ready on the board. And you're summoning an Owl.
Yes.
Well, I've read something on the internet that all of the best decks would run Owl. Do you agree?
I just added it for defense.
Nothing else?
Judging my dice pool, it's a very cheap unit for me to summon.
Okay, which I can't deny.
The ability might come in handy, but I tend not to use it a lot. I just want to use it for blocking.
For blocking, yes. So the first unit here out for Mark would be a Shadow Spirit, a 2/2 Shadow Spirit. By the way.
Yes.
So well, I can see that Mark would have more units or more well, not really more books. But
No way smarter. No worries, books.
we still have to find it. Well, I mean, in this situation, um, your active pool would be here at the bottom part, right? So
Yes.
you would only have like four charm dice, and two ceremonials, and you don't have any more cards on your deck.
No, the top part is
Ah,
my
that
active.
part. Okay, sorry about that. Change your dice pool, Mark.
No.
Okay.
Freedom. Ashes is freedom.
Ashes is freedom, yes. Okay. So that would be 4 damage on Mark's side. What are you thinking at this point of the game?
I need more blockers.
Which you would do right now,
Yes.
summoning a new butterfly monk. So I think you're holding your gilder before that mask wolf appears, right? I think
Yes. I'm waiting for something that the Gilder could kill.
so. Well, yeah. Well, of course, we still have to consider. I mean, you do have 3 nature dice there. You could just meditate one and maybe ping on on the next turn.
I tend not to do that because I have a lot of cards that I would like to play.
Well, I mean, well, you're correct. You're correct.
I feel that my deck is not very shuffled a lot. Judging from my first meditation, I feel I don't want to take the risk.
Better yet, be on the safe side. Yeah,
Yes.
that would be correct. I mean, I can't deny about that. You're now forced to bring out the gilder.
Yes.
Of course, I mean, if you don't, that that would be 4 damage coming in.
Yes.
So you still have 2 dice here, and you don't have any cards anymore, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My first round was basically just to set up.
Just a setup. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I mean, in this situation, Mark can't even have. I can't even summon one of his wolves. He does not have any more illusion dice,
Yes.
and he's now attacking with the shadow spirit, and you'll be taking it.
I
for
chose to take the damage because I was planning on trading.
two. and
And,
that didn't work for you, right?
Yes.
Choked in the
It
face.
for me it was not a misplay, but it was a better play by Mark. I should have anticipated that, judging by the dice left on his side.
Yes.
So it wasn't a misplay for me. I think it's still a good play because I want to trade.
You want to trade? Well, I mean, I can see that would be the case
I want to try keep up with his damage.
with his damage, which is correct. Which is correct. No problem. No problem. I mean, I can say that that kind of idea would have worked in that situation. I mean, even though that he's ahead, he's just all ahead by
'Cause
one
I'm thinking I can summon another Gilder and kill the spirit.
at that point.
Because I'm the first turn this round.
Yeah.
So
You're correct.
if I bolster in attack, I'll I'll just summon another Gilder to take care of the Shadow Spirit.
What was the dice that you played with the bolster? Was it a nature dice?
Yeah, yes. Because it was for the Gilder that was Shadow Target.
It was calculated. It was calculated at the start. So well, that will be the one that we're expecting.
Yes, the Gilder.
The Gilder ping, making sure that the shadow spirits would be gone. Of course, Shant and a sleeping widows.
I was expecting a Widow from
A
Mark's
widow
deck.
from Mark. Noah starter pack.
Yes.
Noah starter pack. So, two
So,
Chant of Revenge, straight to Lulu, then a Sleeping Widows on the board.
yes.
Still have one Gilder though to be able to ping that. Okay, is that what you've did? Is that what you've done? Okay, so Mask Wolf. So yeah, it was a reaction. Oh, I thought it was a Mark's turn already.
No, I killed his Shadow Spirit. So he can trigger the Sleeping Widows.
Yeah. Well, judging from the dice, he would still have two of those illusion dice ready. Of course, that would be for the shadow spirit. And now he's attacking for 6. You can block 2,
I chose to block only one.
only one at this situation.
Yes.
Why?
I was thinking I could retaliate.
You could retaliate with 1.
No, in the later parts of the round,
Okay.
I feel that I can take it. I can absorb a bit more punishment. Then try to give back.
Putting back the damage.
Yes.
Okay.
So Mark is naming his spiders.
Mark is naming spiders. Yes, he named
Overly
it
attached.
lefty and righty,
Overly,
and doggy.
overly attached Ashes player.
Overly attached actions player. There you go, coming from the player itself. Well, I mean, in this
Oh,
at this point, you've meditated one of the books. I think that was an owl,
I
and you've made it
meditate.
another one,
which is my butterfly.
which was your butterfly monk, and you only have 2 of each.
It hurts because I was expecting I could draw them so I can block more. So now my units are very limited. So because I don't run allies on my deck.
You don't
So-
run allies like even one.
Nope.
Wow.
I haven't play tested the deck, so I just came there and played with it. So I was expecting I could. That's why I'm hesitant to meditate.
Mhm. Because of that.
Yes.
Yes, because of that.
Because that night I was having terrible luck.
And you molten gold for 3 directly to Noah. I
Yeah.
think this is to make
Yeah.
sure that the damage is keeping
Yes.
is keep on coming.
Just to
keep on
keep
coming.
up with him on the damage count.
Okay. Well, it was a 5. It's 5-8. A 5-9. Just
Yes.
yeah, it's a 5-9.
5-9.
It's technically 3 life deficit because of course Lulu would have 21.
Yes.
Right. So it's not that bad. You're still not out of the game though.
Though during that part of the game, I was kind of anticipating defeat, but I was only after blood points.
For the tournament, for the
Yes,
event points, I guess.
yes.
Okay.
I was pressured at that times that I just played Molten.
It was out of
Yes. For me, it's a very not a smart play considering that I could have summoned the Gilder
a
and
gilder
Butterfly.
and a butterfly monk. with
Now
that
I'm
dice.
limited to 1. So
So this is just your realization right now.
yes,
Now this is something that I don't understand. Why did you choose to give out a butterfly monk instead of a gilder?
I wanted to heal and
You didn't even consider the ping.
yes. Basically, I just thought they're exhausted, so I can just block the spirit with the butterfly monk and
Uh-huh.
heal.
And heal, which is correct.
For me, it's kind of like a same result.
With a much better
Either of the two,
Uh-huh.
if I would summon, because the threat that I want to take care of is spirit. I really did not pay much attention to the exhausted ones.
Okay. I mean, you having without any thing to return your dice really does hurt your deck a lot. Considering that your Phoenix Barrage would be
3 dice.
would be 3 dice, and your other units, well, this would be like what? That's like 4
Well-
dice already for yourselves.
Well, I've been playing Ashes a lot, and usually I do not have any form of dice recursion, so I'm kind of used to playing living on the edge with dice.
YOLO. Why?
Yes.
You only
So
live once.
if you love pinging dice,
You're the
Ye-
best
yes.
best opponent.
I'm dead.
Okay, so ladies and gents, the next time you would play with Kenneth, remember to get illusion dice.
Ping.
Ping his dice. Ping his dice.
So, well, I'd really suck at math. So dice calculation,
It's not your thing.
yes.
Not your thing at all. Not your thing at all, indeed. Well, considering the board, he has a much more intimidating board than you. That's just eight. That's eight board. Eight board. Wow, that's a lot of boards there. The 8 damage on board for Mark, and you would have only 2.
No, the two are exhausted, so.
So that's technically 4.
I just think my blockers can kill his attacker, so that's good. I want to defend myself.
And that's a
So-
shadow target.
That's a very nice play.
Yeah, that's a very nice play for Mark
Since I cannot summon another guilder, why
for the
not?
next turn.
No, this round I cannot summon another guilder, so why waste the shadow target on the,
And also that, yeah.
on the other board?
Nice play there, Mark. Nice play.
Very nice.
Very nice. Okay. Okay. So what were you thinking about? I mean, what were you thinking at this point? You have 2 dice.
I'm thinking
of-
the units I can summon, and the units he can summon, and how I could block it.
how would you be able
Or-
to block it? And
It's like calculating how much damage I would take, and how much damage I could possibly give.
well, now this would be the question. If you're really really concerned about blocking with your units, why attack with the Gilder?
I was trying to
To bait out maybe like a unit to be able to, you know.
I was thinking blood points, remember? At that point in time, I was accepting defeat already.
Accepting defeat. But the points is not that far. It's like 8 to 9. At
I
this
was
point.
basing it on his side of the board and my side of the board, and how limited I am. I know he has Sleeping Widows and possibly allies. I know my deck. That's it. That's all my units. So I'm already expecting next turn I'd only play 3 units,
Mm-hmm.
and my other spells would take up a bit of the resources. Share with my butterfly and my gilder. So
Well, yeah, you're correct.
I'm accepting the fact that he has way more units than me.
Way more units than you. Yeah,
Yes.
it's like flooding the board now.
Yes.
So at this point, you'll be
I'm just
pulling
hoping-
out one more.
I'm just hoping that I could block
Uh-huh.
at least some of the attack
Some of the attacks.
and play some direct damage just for blood points.
just for blood.
I was
points.
not really expecting to win it.
to win at this point. To win at
Yes.
this point.
I was expecting to throw more damage, but not to kill.
Not to kill.
But
Well, I mean, you're going close. You're getting close.
Yeah.
It's 8 to 10. You're even ahead. Technically by 3.
for now, but I was expecting in the long term, I can't keep up.
Well, I can say it. I mean, Mark would be the next turn by will be the first player next round. So
Technically, if he continues to shadow target the Gilder book, I would be limited to 3 summons per round compared to his.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's actually. Wow. Okay, I didn't think about it.
Yes.
So he will just
Oh,
consider
shadow target.
shadow targeting one
The double exhausted.
double exhausted. Oh yeah.
He could do that and limit me to 3 units. If he knew that I don't have allies, maybe.
Maybe he would have played a little bit more aggressive, I guess.
Yes.
I think you're thinking about
No.
bolstering.
I was thinking he has Crimson Bomber.
Oh yeah, the Crimson Bomber.
Judging from the dice,
Starting from the dice, that would be like 3. Like
it's like trading 2 for 3. At this point, not good.
And with a side action.
And he would be first turn,
He would be
so
first turn,
very
yeah.
bad. That would be very bad for me.
Mm.
Meaning, 5 damage would go through if that would happen.
So you're more on being defensive at this point. Really being defensive.
Yes. Because I don't have any cards that could give back damage if we were to trade at that time.
Well, I mean, you do have the. I think at this point, considering your mindset, I would see that that would be the best way to do it. Passing,
My win
Making
condition,
sure.
my win
Making
condition really doesn't involve attacking.
more on direct damage.
Yes.
So we can call your deck um, a direct Lulu, DD Lulu,
Something like that.
direct damage Lulu.
The meditation of the spell boards really hurts my cause. Because I just want to flood my board
To defend
to defend myself and draw my direct damage and
and kill.
kill my opponent.
And there you go.
Yeah,
The Crimson Bomber
I-
did appear.
it's part of the Noah starter.
The Noah starter pack. But that's not part of the Noah deck.
No, it's something that really goes well with Noah.
Well, I mean,
If you like using Sleeping Widows,
yeah, the
the side act.
the detonate Sleeping Widows
Yes.
combo does really
It
hurt a
triggers
lot.
Chant, Final Revenge, Sleeping Widows.
Final Cry.
Yes.
You can even trigger all of them at the same time. No,
No.
you can only trigger one reaction per
Per turn.
turn. Yeah.
So both either of the two hurts. So see.
Okay. So I think what he's thinking here was so he
So
shadow target the butterfly monk.
For my part, it was okay because I'm thinking I can finally summon Guilders to
Yeah.
kill his units.
So it was okay.
Uh,
It was an okay play for Mark. Hear that, Mark? It was
No.
an okay play.
I was thinking I needed more Guilders
You needed
than
more
butterflies.
gilders. Yeah.
So I used Phoenix Barrage on the.
It was a Crimson Bomber just to make sure that it wouldn't go detonate. But the Sleeping Widows, you were
Yeah.
expecting it.
I was expecting
You were
it,
expecting it.
but I feel that it was a bit of a hasty play. So I misplayed. I thought he killed me. He used his chant on Lulu, but he killed the Gilder. So I accidentally revealed my sympathy pay. So very very bad.
Very bad. Giving your, I mean, at the situation right now, the sympathy pain would still trigger whatever happens. Come on.
Yes, but I have 2 copies on my hand, if I remember correctly. And I chose to meditate one because I believe I cannot play them both.
Yeah, but that would be
So
two.
I really don't want to do something special.
Oh, sympathy pain.
Yeah.
Sympathy pain is touched.
During that time, I really don't need 2 sympathy pains.
Oh well, yeah. And you're still ahead. You're still ahead by 3 points. No, actually by 2.
I feel like his board is like damage waiting to happen. So I really don't feel ahead.
So you're not even
There, I
complacent.
meditated my sympathy
Your
pain.
sympathy pain for a ceremonial power.
Yes.
Can you remember? Oh, Final Cry, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think what would happen is Mask Wolf here, and
Yes.
that will be a direct attack for 5 damage. For 5 units. Total of 10.
Yes.
we were actually talking about if Noah would have bolster in this point at this point.
I'd be dead. I'm dead. Yeah. For some Lulu. Sorry to all the Lulu players. I did not use bolster A lot.
You're not giving them you're
Uh,
not giving the Lulu players
Justice.
justice here in this video.
Yes.
They're already hating you.
Yes.
So you took 8.
Yes. Because I had no choice.
So you're from 10 to 18
Yes.
just on one swing.
Yes.
And you final cried. At least it's 14 to 18. I mean,
Hanging in there.
you're actually hanging at
Yes.
the cliff.
If he had
That's 3 damage.
if he had nature dice or charm dice, 3 is a very dangerous range.
Yeah, the magic range of 3.
Yes.
As long as you do have those 2 kinds of dice, right? And if it's a pair.
Yes.
And if it's a pair. So at this point, you're pulling out the guilders, making sure that you're clearing out the board as much as you can.
It's a silly attempt.
A silly attempt to live.
It was a desperation move.
You still have one more three-eyed owl to begin to boot. So
Yes.
he meditated reflections in the water. I
Yeah,
think that's one of the tech cards that Mark would have. He also had that cut the strings at first. The
Yes.
first turn that he meditated, right? So he blood changed the Sleeping Widows. I guess that was the widows, right?
Yes.
To exhaust your guild there. Ooh, and have that. Well, actually, at this point, what I'm thinking is what.
When I had the third copy, I felt that I can still have a chance at winning.
To be honest, at
But
this
if
point,
we continued to shadow target the other copy of the Gilder, maybe the other copy would only help me a little bit. But now, next turn,
you'll
I have
have
3 books.
Yeah.
So, which is, for me, which is better.
Well, I mean, that was actually when I think about it. So everyone was happy because Mark did meditate one of his books.
Yeah.
It was a third masked wolf, I guess.
Yes.
Was the third masked wolf?
Either of the two, it would still be bad. But but if he had 3 copies of either one, he only has 3 illusion. So maybe it's not a huge fact.
Huge factor. Oh, yeah. Actually, at that play, I was thinking that if Mark did just ping one of your illusion dice, one of your nature dice, you wouldn't be able to have that gilder.
Well, I'm very lucky Mark doesn't really like the ping dice.
Not used to the illusion
No, because
play.
If I haven't seen hidden power on his part, so technically I'm assuming all those dice are for units.
Okay. So at this point, you traded, right?
Yes.
Mark attacked with a widow and a wolf, a doggy and a lefty.
Yes.
You blocked with one.
Yes.
You took the 2 damage, taking you to 20.
Yes. And I threw sympathy pain.
You threw sympathy pain
I brought him to 17.
to 17. So technically, he's on that magic range that we're talking about.
The molten gold range.
Molten gold range, a
So,
sympathy range.
We checked my discard pile and only 1 molten have been played.
From
So-
all of the game, you haven't even
I only used 1. So the
the
chances
possibility
are
of
very
getting
high.
the another copy. So we are getting on the next turn.
Yes.
Okay.
So if I drew at least 1 molten gold, it's game.
It's game. Can we pause the video here? Okay.
No.
I haven't.
I believe I flashed the cards that I'm gonna draw.
I haven't watched the game to be
So,
honest.
just
I
to
haven't watched the game to be honest.
uh,
I haven't watched the game to be honest. So I'm not sure what happened.
well,
So
I believe during that time I flashed.
you
the
flashed the
camera.
card. You flashed the cards to the camera.
Yes.
So the anticipation is killing me. So you just need 1 card
Yes.
out of the 10 that you would have right now. That's
Yes.
like 20%.
Ye- it would be very sad if if I miss it.
You would be dead next turn.
Yes. So I drew the Molten.
That's an automatic. Oh, there's another one.
Yes.
You even have a Phoenix Barrage.
I could use the Phoenix Barrage if I didn't have Molten. I can barrage my Gilder and trigger the chant.
With
Or three.
style. With style.
Yes.
Ending it with style.
So
Well,
it was a very close game.
it was definitely a close game.
It was a game that I really did not think I could.
I mean, you've been telling that a lot of times a while ago, and at
Yeah.
least your untested deck with Lulu did work, right?
But it did not bring justice to how you would play Lulu.
So, do not, do not even try to follow this this build.
Maybe it could be a variant of Lulu. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So
Well,
it's more like a defensive
well,
Lulu.
this deck followed the Gob core, but I really like playing with direct damage.
So, yeah,
but-
that's much more of your playstyle, right?
Yes. And my Brennan deck usually does that. It's
And-
like my Brennan deck replaced by Lulu as a Phoenix board.
And you don't use the bolster
Yes.
on the Lulu. You
Very-
just you just love the Phoenix Barrage. I can see.
Well, I was thinking when I built it, open memories for the Phoenix Barrage. So I'll just do Phoenix Barrage. It worked in one of my games. Somebody played a Hammer Knight. I used Phoenix Barrage. He played Frostback. Then I used another Phoenix Barrage.
That's 4
So-
damage on the face without him having a unit on the board.
Yes. So
So, guys, that's another strategy that you might want to
Well,
share.
if he had bigger units, then I would
But,
probably use the direct damage on the units, then attack with my units.
which is actually, well,
It's a possibility.
that's a
but,
possibility.
You know,
I mean, that's a Noah.
you
Like-
can't you wouldn't like to sympathy pain a mask wolf, right? What?
Who would
it's
think
not
about
really something you'd like to do, considering that you can ping it with one dice.
And with a
using-
Gilder, with a
Yes.
nature dice, I mean, you have a lot of
But- if he had something like
Engines to be able to
Frostback
do
Bear or Hammer Knight, maybe I'd be able to use bolster if I use the direct damage on the unit,
mhm.
so my units would be able to attack.
Well, I mean, your opponent didn't even run a nature dice, so you're actually safe.
From ping.
Yeah, in that regard. So it was a good game. It was
Very close.
it was a very close match, and I just down from 1 on your end, 3 on Mark's, and you just put it on Lady Luck's side.
Yes.
That was 20%. 20%. I
Well,
can't believe.
At least I have a Phoenix Barrage in case I didn't have Molten.
Well, yeah. That's actually like one of the other ways that you might have killed Mark, right?
Yes.
2 damage, then a ping for the Channel of Revenge, right?
Yes. So that's the game.
Yeah, that's actually the game, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you
Nice.
next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay na, putek.
Pause mo na. Isip ako. Naglalagay yung utak ko.
Ala, hindi na gumagana yung mouse mo. Ay, ginawa ko.
Hindi, yun na.
Ayun, okay na pala.
Ay, English tayo rin. Pwede ko may tumutulong